You're watching another Nerd Stalker interview. Okay, we're live. Welcome to another Nerd Stalker interview. Good morning or good afternoon. This is Greg Laurie, aka Social Greg on Twitter for the Nerd Stalker Media Network. Today we speak with Derek Bluford, founder and CEO of QuickLegal, a unique real-time legal online service. And I'll let Derek explain what that is in a little bit here. We met Derek, which really was cool, at a Founder Space pitch event, and he's doing what I call the pitch tour right now for a startup, getting funding and everything like that. And could you get a little bit about Derek? He seems to have the entrepreneur spirit in his blood. He just sold another online little company this year, and he reinvested it and is on his way with the QuickLegal startup again. So anyway, good afternoon, Derek. Thanks for joining us here on Nerd Stalker, live from Sacramento, right?
Yes, from Sacramento.
Lovely.
Thanks for having me again, Greg.
Not a problem. I've been wanting to get you on here for a little while, and after we met a few weeks ago and at a pitch event. But anyway, anything you want to tell the Nerd Stalker audience that I left out about yourself?
No, just, I have a passion for legal services type businesses. I've always been one to stand up for the underdog or the little guy. I started a company called California Legal Pros, which we just help the general public with small claim services and stuff. And we had probably around a 90% success rate with all of our cases that we helped the general public with, which is really amazing. I mean, we went against some big companies and big private companies as well, and just really helping, like I said, the underdog. Legal matters are always intimidating and a challenging process for people. So when they can reach out at a cost-effective way and get that help to stand up and, truly receive justice. That's what we're all about. That's what I'm about and my whole team. So.
Well, yeah, that's right. I mean, you also, you went to law school, thought that was your path, but entrepreneurship was obviously your path, right?
Yeah, it's me and a few attorneys. I mean, we have one of our guys is a Harvard grad. We have a big attorney who back in the I would say 80s was a big anti-abortion attorney who was on LA Times, and we have another attorney that's a known business attorney. We just have a lot of people that is we're all for helping the general public. A lot of people become lawyers and they want to it just becomes the money passion for them, and for us it's nice that we are here for the general public. There was a story not too long ago. The CEO of Oracle was like speeding like 100 miles, 120 miles on the freeway, and the police were trying to catch up and chase him, and he pulled right into Oracle, and all of his lawyers were right there to meet the officers. It's like, well, that must be nice, but it's just like, well, what about everyone else? How do we get lawyers on demand and have access? I don't know about you, but I don't have the payroll to be able, or the funds to have a lawyer on call, so. We thought it would be nice and convenient to incorporate attorneys on demand into our quick legal service, so that you can download our app and connect to an attorney within like a minute.
Yeah, well, tell us more about the QuickLegal app and how it works. Just to educate the audience out there.
So. Yeah, so QuickLegal is the first and only app to actually provide on-demand and instant video chat with any type of lawyer you need. So you simply download the app, you select what kind of category you need legal advice in, whether it's tax law, business law, or if you just got pulled over for speeding and want an attorney to talk to the officer, you download the app, select that category, and then our software generates and filters a list of attorneys who's local to you and available online right now. And as the user, you can select and you can look at the profile of each attorney, and you can see his or her reviews from other users. That way, you want to make sure you're connecting to someone who's reliable and efficient. And we even have our own auditing system we call.
Oh, really?
Secret shopper caller thing. Like some of our attorneys calls randomly the attorneys using our service to make sure that they are providing legal advice and not just trying to get people in their office. But after selecting the attorney you want, you enter some brief background information and any adverse party information, and then you're connected within a minute. It's really fast. So
are you providing almost 24-hour service basically, or I know the time zones kind of vary, right?
Yeah, we'd like to say that, but attorneys can be long down at any point in the day. But
Mhm.
Saturday night at 1 o'clock in the morning, you'll probably find a DUI criminal defense attorney on, but you probably won't find a tax attorney on at 1 o'clock in the morning. So, it is at the availability of the attorneys,
Yeah,
definitely.
sure, sure. Well, that's a very good point, actually. Let's talk about the attorneys. How do you guys vet those attorneys, or how do they enter your service?
Yeah,
On the attorney
so
side.
we make sure that they are actively licensed with the state bar that they're practicing in. We make sure that they have no disciplinary actions against their license, which means no consumers or former clients filed complaints against them, or they haven't been found guilty of some type of non-ethical or non-moral action that they did. We make sure they're not currently under an investigation for any type of I guess, wrongdoing. And then we check several user review sites, your big Yelp and Avo and lawyers, and we make sure that the attorneys have an above average rating score in the general public with former clients and stuff. And we want to make sure that the users are connected to reliable and efficient attorneys. I mean, it has to be a win-win for both parties. So,
Wow, that's
that,
excellent.
thank you. Like,
Yeah, well, and let's kind of dig deeper into this, and this is your second startup,
mhm.
and it's a really interesting. I mean, you've stayed in the same space, and that's an interesting story in itself. How did you do that? Because usually, if you've sold an online or a business in a certain space, I've witnessed this firsthand. Usually, they try to keep you out of that space. How did you do this?
Well, so like I said, the company before was a small claims service. We helped a lot of people file and prepare and argue their small claims case. So quick legal is in essence a completely different thing. In California state law, lawyers can't really lawyers can't represent clients in small claims court unless it's on an appeal case. So a service that we don't offer with Quick Legal is small claims. However, you can talk to a civil attorney about small claims, and it's not in direct competition with my old company. They're actually doing really, really well, and they, I guess, added additional service such as unlawful detainers and wills and trusts and family law issues and services. But yeah, Quick Legal is just more of a you need legal advice right now, and you're going to get it from a reliable professional. And then the great thing about it is it's kind of like an interview process for both you and the attorney. You guys can see if it's a good fit, and then for the attorney and the client or the consumer, they can now make a relationship outside of Quick Legal, and that helps that attorney build his law firm or his or her practice, and obviously gets that consumer the legal representation that they are looking for.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting model you have because you're usually it's a billable rate, per hour for each attorney,
Yeah.
and I don't know what the percentages are, but this service is allowing them to kind of fill out or be, their availability, right?
Yes, exactly. That they have a client that cancels their 1 o'clock appointment. Now that attorney can log on to Quick Legal and get new clients coming in and still generate income. And for consumers, it's convenient too because it's just like, I don't know about you, but I've had to go down and have a will done with my parents or something like that, and you have to take like half a day off of work. You have to find an attorney. You have to drive all the way downtown, go to this intimidating building or office, and you wait. And then it's an interview process. You guys are, well, this is, what I'm going to do. Can you tell me what your situation is? And a lot of people always get, I guess, teased by these free consultations. They say, oh, it's free legal advice. I'm going to get a free lawyer. And it's just like, no, that's so far from the truth. A free consultation is where you go into an attorney's office and the attorney says, you tell the attorney, hey, this is my situation, this is what's going on, can you help me? And then the attorney turns around and says, yeah, I can help you with that, and I'll probably be able to do this, this, and that. But it's no legal advice. The attorney's not going to say, oh, what you need to do is file Form SC-100. You need to file that at the court. Make sure you file a defamation or a rebuttal for this case or that case. And it's just like, you're not getting legal advice. You're getting an interview that says, I talked to you on the phone. It sounds interesting. Come on in. We can talk about it. But before I do anything, you're going to sign that retainer. And it's just like, well, isn't there an easier way to get legal advice? Isn't there a more convenient way? And with more and more of the population using modern technology and how it's growing, it seems just perfectly fit for this type of app. I mean, look at Doctors on Demand. Same exact concept, but for doctors. You download their app, and you're instantly connected to a doctor for $40 for 15 minutes. And they started in December, and they're like a multi-hundred-million-dollar company now, and that's because it works. People like convenience, and people like what they like right now on demand. So.
Well, God, I think you hit on the right service for the right need and for the right type of population who's mobile centric these days. So, let's shift the business a little bit and kind of tell us how you monetize this.
Well, so the users. We'll start with the users. The users pay $49, which we're reducing that now to $39. They're going to be paying $39 to instantly video chat with the attorneys, or they can submit a question for $29 and get a guaranteed response within probably 10 minutes, or they can submit free questions starting in December. And it's not guaranteed that they'll get a response, because obviously the attorneys will filter and pick and choose, but those fees are actually transferred straight to the attorney. So the attorneys are being paid for their time. So unlike any other companies out there that attorneys sign up for, attorneys don't get paid for their time. They have to reach out and sell themselves to these people who are, you've seen those. Have you been injured in a car accident? Call 1-800, and
The
those.
ambulance chasers.
Yeah, exactly. And then those leads are sent in an email spreadsheet to all these attorneys, and they have to call and say, hey, I'm John Smith with blah 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 law firm. I heard that you're in an accident. I can help you. And it's just like, okay, come on, guys. Now this is a situation where they sign up for a service, and now they're having the customers or a potential client reach out to them and paying them for their time to get that instant legal advice. Now, on the other end, the attorneys pay us a monthly membership fee of $499, which for them, that's nothing. The average firm throughout the nation grosses about $500,000 a year. So you figure $499, let's call it $500 a month. At a year, that's $6,000 a month. So at $500,000, it's a great benefit to them. So and if they just use the service one time a day, they'll talk to 30 users, and statistically they'll retain at least 3 or 4 of them, and just one retainer more than pays for several months of service with QuickLegal. So it's a real win-win situation for the attorneys. We're even now talking to the state of California to see if we can build a customized service or open up an additional department, I guess, in QuickLegal, so now that the inmates will no longer have to be transferred to jail, and they'll just appear via our service and be able to talk to their attorneys when they need, which cuts down majorly on security risk and financials and costs for the state.
So it's almost like a white labeling service you're providing, right?
Kinda, I guess. Yeah, for the state. Yeah, it'd be good. So.
Wow, I think that would be a good thing. So I met you on the circuit. I call it the pitch circuit. There's in this whole Silicon Valley SF Tech. There's a bunch of pitch events where you could connect with VCs and angels. So you're looking for investing right now, right?
Yes, yeah. So we currently personally invested about $700,000 into the company. So we hired like one of the top app development companies in the whole nation. They built like Dropbox and Yelp and WebMD, Barnes Noble, eHarmony. They're a pretty legitimate company, and it took them about 9 to 10 months to build our app, which was quite some time. But we like it because they're the best. Like they are one of the best, and it took them that long to build it. So we feel we're definitely ahead of our competition, but at the same time, it's just like, hey, we have a reliable service, a solid product, which we're getting great reviews right now from all of our users and attorneys and everything. But it's a good service.
Now, when did you launch this again?
We just launched a couple weeks ago, probably mid-October, and we're getting some good traction so far. So Thankfully, things are going good. We joined the incubator and accelerator program in San Francisco called Founder Space, where we met at, and that was actually our first pitch event. So, and then I mean the VCs are liking it and everything. And right now we're trying to raise about 500,000 to 1 million. We already have about 100,000 committed, and we're doing convertible notes between 20 and 22% discount. So.
Wow.
Yeah, but things are going good. A lot of good people are seeing the opportunity and the scaling opportunity for QuickLegal. So we're
Yeah.
just building it up and we're moving forward.
I mean,
We
is
just
this some? Yeah, well, sorry, I didn't, sorry to
yeah,
interrupt you, but is this something that you want to take for a little while, at least a couple of years, 2, 3 years, till you think of the next idea, or what are you
yeah,
thinking with this?
yeah. Like I said, I'm always for helping the underdog. I want to really expand this quickly throughout the nation as quickly as we can. And we just partnered with a worldwide attorney service provider. So that partnership is going to be able to help us expand quite quickly, and it also will be giving attorneys additional benefit to stay on QuickLegal throughout the day and everything. So really looking forward to work rolling out with our version 2 early next year, January or February.
Yeah, I could imagine it took that app development company a while because you have the infrastructure for the video and
Yeah,
the lawyers that you have to connect with as well as the users itself. So
exactly. Not to
wow.
mention all the security that we've had to put into it.
Oh my
But
gosh. Oh
it's
my gosh.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, so I guess you're on the I would call like again the track to get it funding, the pitch track, and then you're also, since you just launched, you're also promoting that actively as well, right?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. That's one of our main things right now is promoting, getting the word out there, and doing what all the VCs always say. I need to see traction. So we're getting that traction for them, and so far so good. Like I said, we've got quite a few users so far. We're just on the cover of this month's issue of California Lawyer, which is pretty cool. So that publication goes out to most of the attorneys in California. We've hired staff. We have some great office space and everything right now, and we've had some articles on like Yahoo Finance and ABC News and CBS News. We just had our local news station also stop by about 2 weeks ago. So things are going good.
Wow.
Yeah, things are
Wow.
going good so far, and everyone's loving it. Knock on wood. No issues yet. So.
Wow. So yeah, I guess you're on the circuit, both on the funding circuit as well as the promotional circuit. Are you doing it all in house, or are you using a PR agency to help with some of the reach out?
We're actually doing it all ourselves right now. So, most cost effective. That shoestring startup, right?
Yeah,
we,
Steve
we,
Hoffman of Founder Space always talks about that. So
yeah, let's try to save our financial resources, do as much as we can ourselves. So,
yeah.
it's been productive and it's been going really good. So we're proud and like I said, we just keep on moving forward.
Yeah, that's good. Well, we'll close off the interview as it's a Saturday here, and you guys are probably wondering out there what are two guys on a Saturday at noontime talking about legal services about, but we wanted to get this done. So, hey, Derek, thanks for the interview, and thanks for telling your story. How do people get a hold of you and get a hold of your service?
Yeah, well, they can. We are available on the App Store and Google Marketplace. Just search Quick Legal, one word. You can download the app, have fun with it. If you guys ever have any feedback, feel free to contact us. We respond instantly to feedback. That's the most important thing, especially during startup time. You also can email us at info@quicklegal.com or D as in Derek, Bluford, Bluford @quicklegal.com. Or you can always just give us a ring. You can call and I'll pick up, or one of the other staff will pick up. And number's 916
I love it.
661 6021. So
I love it. I love it. This guy's working 24 hours a day. You could just feel it. So anyway, anyway, thanks again. So that was Derek Bluford, founder and CEO of QuickLegal, quickly getting you legal advice on your mobile device in real time. So this is Greg Gloria, aka Social Greg, on Twitter for the Nerd Stalker Media Network, where we believe in tech, startups, design, and you. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and be careful out there. Hey, thanks again, Derek, and thanks for your
of
time.
course. And thanks for having me, Greg.
No
Appreciate it.
problem.
Bye bye.